besties, welcome back to another creative video. So today we are going to be doing the star, or maybe, you know what, I'm not even going to say that because will I actually finish this before high school years comes out? Probably not. It's me. So anyways, we're doing days 1 to 7 of the Teen a Day challenge by dizzywhims on Tumblr, and this challenge is so cool. I've seen a lot of people do it and I really wanted to try it out like the minute I saw it. I was on holiday for a week, so I did not have time to be doing these like literally every day. So instead I'm kind of just doing them in bulk. I've already made like about 12 of these sims and this is only the first 7, so I'm really enjoying doing this so much. I've limited myself with this because I realized that this was gonna take me forever if I spend how long I make sims normally, so I limited myself to 20 minutes for each of these sims and I feel like it was pretty successful. I love how all of these guys turned out. I tried to go with a different creator sim style than I normally do because they're a lot less realistic with like realistic skin details and stuff. They're normal, which I actually really like, so I kind of like the cartoon look a little bit more. So yeah, so anyways, we are starting off with this sim. So this sim is day 1, aka the cheer captain. So honestly, like, I am British, in case it wasn't very obvious, and I do not know stuff about like cheerleading and stuff like that. Like, is it I'm pretty sure it's a thing in England, but like I never did it or experienced it, so I don't really know much about it or anything. So other than probably like, I don't even know, the only thing I could think of is the next step, but that's dancing. Like, it's a totally different thing. But anyways, so I don't really know anything about it, so I don't know what cheer captains tend to look like, but this is the sim I end up creating. So her name is Adeline and she is pansexual. I did give each of these sims different pronouns and also sexuality just because it's fun. I don't know, I enjoy it, so I did that. Adeline is honestly so cool. I find like this aesthetic really difficult because like I don't really know what cheerleaders wear or like cheer captains wear. Like, I don't know, kind of like this outfit is the one I used for Chrissy when I made Chrissy from Stranger Things, so sorry about that. She does not go to Hawkins, unfortunately, but yeah, I think that she turned out really cool in the end and I think she looks really cool. Like I said, I wanted to limit myself to like 20 minutes for each of these sims just because I knew how long it would take me otherwise, so that's why they maybe got a little less CC on them than normal, but there will be a full CC list in the description down below. But yeah, it was actually really fun doing this because I don't normally do stuff based on like such, like, I don't know, the prompts are kind of, they're specific, but they're not too specific, which is like, I don't know, sometimes I find that my prompts that I use are too specific, but yeah, anyways. And I also really love making teenagers. Like, I tried to make all of these guys look actually teen age, if that makes sense, because obviously in The Sims 4, teens basically look like young adults, so I wanted to make sure that these guys actually looked like they could be teenagers and not like, you know, full adults, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, they're meant to be like, what, like 16 to 18 maybe, and they don't look like that if because of The Sims 4, so I wanted to make sure that they looked the youngest that I could make them. I hope I got that across. I mean, I didn't want to give their outfits like too much of like an older aesthetic, because obviously the whole point is that they are teenagers and like you don't have your whole life together, do you know what I mean? You don't have your whole aesthetic together normally as a teenager. I mean, I don't know, actually, to be fair, people on TikTok, I'm like, oh, that person looks so cool, look, and they're like 14 years old, and I'm like, how the hell are you 14? When I was 14, I don't even want to show a picture because it was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to make sure that they had kind of like a bit more of a sort of I don't know how else to describe it, but like, it's not like a really great aesthetic. Well, they have good aesthetics, but they're not like really put together outfits or anything, because it doesn't make any sense. Like, why would you're like, you know, like 16, you're not gonna have your whole life together like that. So yeah, but anyways, moving on to Giovanna. I think that she probably goes by Geo or G, and this sim is queer and uses all pronouns. Oh, the first sim, by the way, uses she, her pronouns. I did put them like in the top with the pronoun thing with sims, but honestly, like, even when you're on the gallery, you can't even tell what sims pronouns are, so it's literally ridiculous. So I did put them in the description as well, just because it makes no sense. But yeah, so this sim uses all pronouns and he is so cool. Like, I think this sim is probably my favorite out of the whole guy. I don't know, actually. I really like how a lot of them turned out, but I just found that they were really fun to make, like, versus, I don't know, I think it's because like the prompt was rebel, which honestly, like, I didn't really know what to do, because I feel like rebel is such a, like, you know, a term that you could use for any kind of sim, really, because you could go for like the bad kind of vibe, like bad, but or you could go for like the I don't know, like the jock or something, but like who's a, I don't know, you know, I've watched too many teen dramas and stuff for this, but I just found it kind of like a hard prompt to go for, but I kind of went for more of an alternative kind of skater aesthetic for them, and I actually love how how they turned out so much. I felt like they look so cool, and I really like how they turned out. And yeah, I tried to give all of them traits that were like different, and I also gave them all likes and dislikes, because I plan on, when I do my little let's play, to have all these guys roaming around the world. Will I actually do that? I don't know, but I really want to, because I feel like it'd be really cool to have like all of these Sims be at the high school that my Sims go to, and like they can like, you know, have friendships and stuff with all these different Sims versus like the actual townies, because like obviously I have to make them over and stuff if I want to make them look like my own Sims. So I feel like this is just a better way of doing it, but I'm not sure. I'll see how I feel. If I'm lazy or not, I don't know. It depends how hot it is. Honestly, today I'm recording this, it is currently like 30 something degrees, and that is at like, it's 10 o'clock. It's literally 10 a.m. and it's that hot. I don't even know how I'm gonna deal. Apparently it could get to 40 today. Like, you're having a laugh, darling. Who decided this? It's my birthday on Friday. No one should know. Please, why do you do this to me? It's quite homophobic, darling. Anyways, so moving now on to the band kid. So this Sim is called Kobe. He is gay and uses he him pronouns, and he is also so cool. I found this one quite like challenging versus the first two, because like band kid is such a, I feel like you could go for anything really, like for band kid, you know, because there is so many different, you know, about like, okay, like rebel and like cheer captain, you kind of got the outfit set a little bit more, and also like emo and stuff, you kind of got the aesthetic. But band kid could be anyone that just likes band, right? So I kind of wanted to go for more of like a sort of a, like outgoing guy. Like he likes to wear his little banana shirt, and he likes to have his little jeans. I don't know. To me, this feels quite band kid-y. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. I don't know if it is. But I never really, we didn't really have band at school, so like I haven't really experienced a band kid. So sorry if it's not very accurate, but I did try my best to make all these Sims look as different as possible while still making them look young. I find it actually really difficult to make them look young, because I do find, like I said, with Sims, obviously teenagers just look like adults, but I did try my best, and I feel like they do actually, some of them definitely look very young. I think it kind of depends on the aesthetic. It's definitely a lot harder to do with certain aesthetics than others, because obviously, like, I don't know, there's different, I don't know, you know what I mean. Anyways, so we are moving now on to day 4. Obviously, like I said, I didn't do these in the days. This is just me making them in bulk. Like literally yesterday I made 9 Sims in one day because it was so warm. That's a record for me. I've never made 9 Sims in one day, but I've done that, so that's fun. So this Sim is the emo Sim. They are Vivian, who is a lesbian and uses they she pronouns. So I found this Sim quite easy to make, because obviously the emo aesthetic is one that I tend to go for quite often, but I also do find that like this isn't emo. Like emo is such a umbrella term, I feel like, and this doesn't really fit into every version of it, but I found that this was kind of like the best way for me to do it, whilst also making the Sim look like a child still, like a teenager still, because I don't like it when my Sims look like too old, like I said. So I feel like this aesthetic is a little bit more on the younger side, because obviously I could go for like loads of fishnets and everything, but like, is that very accurate to like a 16-year-old? No. So I kind of wanted to go for a little bit more of like a less fleshed out version of emo aesthetic than I would normally, because normally I'd go for like loads of chains, loads of accessories, but I did kind of do a little bit less than that, just to make it a little bit more look like an actual teenager and not like a 30-year-old, because the Sim does have a tendency to do that. But yeah, anyways, so moving now on to day 5. So this one is probably the most challenging for me, because it is a freshman and I am a Brit, as I said, and like, so I don't even know what freshman is. I had to Google what years that is, and apparently you're meant to be like 14 to 15, but I did Google that after, and I feel like I've maybe made this Sim look a little bit too young. But the inspiration I had behind this Sim was just like the most like outfit that I would have worn back in the day. Like this kind of outfit I'd worn when I was like 7 years old, you know, and like I love that, so I wanted to go for it. So this Sim is called Raylan. She is straight and uses she her pronouns, and like I said, she's meant to be like 14 probably, or like 13 to 14-ish. I don't know, is that even accurate to freshman? I do not know, but I'm gonna go for it. So like I said, I really wanted to make her look younger like than the rest of them. So I did make her really short because I have the height slider mod, and I feel like that does help. But I still feel like she doesn't look that young, but like it's just so hard to make Sims that look young like when they're teenagers, because they just really don't, and like their facial structure and everything just doesn't look young, which is so annoying. Because why is the Sims like this? I do not know. Like we're gonna have teenagers and teachers look the exact same age whilst they're at school, which is just makes zero sense. But anyways, so I gave her this really cute hair. I absolutely love this hair. I use this hair literally all the time. It is one of my favorites. I don't know what it is. It's like a mullet, but like it's overgrown, but it's just like, it's gorgeous, darling. It's gorgeous. And like I said, for the outfit, I wanted to go for quite like a kiddie kind of look. So she has this little like cat hat on, and she doesn't have any makeup on or anything. She's just got like this really cute jumper, and then these shorts, and then like some little socks with the shoes, which I feel like is quite childish, I guess. I mean, again, like, is a freshman, do freshmen look like that? I don't know, but to me that feels quite fitting. But yeah, anyways, so moving now on to day 6. So with day 6, I actually swapped out the prompt. This is the only one I've done it for so far, because the prompt was redneck, and I'm from England. I don't know what this means really. Like I know what it means, but like I've never experienced it in real life, you know. So instead of redneck, I went for the British equivalent, in my opinion, which is chav. Is it quite the British opinion? I don't know. Is it that accurate? I don't know, maybe not, but for me this is a lot more of a common thing that I see, like this kind of girl in like around school all the time. Well, I don't go to school anymore, but when I did go to school, I knew like 10 of these people, and I feel like it's a lot more fitting than redneck. So yeah, I did swap it out. I don't know if I'll do it from any of the other prompts, but it's more so just like ones where like I just don't really know what I'm doing because I'm British, you know what I mean? Like I could have done redneck, but like it wouldn't have been very fun because I don't know, it's more fun doing a chav. So I've also like probably never made a chav sim, or I've made like a couple in my life, I don't even know. But yeah, her name is Lauren. She is bisexual. She uses she her pronouns. I actually really love her. Like her makeup and stuff is very chav, but it's actually really cute, and I feel like she's so pretty as well. And like I honestly, like a lot of the times, like chavs and stuff like at school, yeah, I was kind of terrified of them, but at the same time, like a lot of them were really nice, and like I love that. So like the aesthetic does not equivalent to personality in my opinion, because there's a lot of people that have like a chav aesthetic but also are lovely. So if you have a chav aesthetic but you're lovely, then I love you. Anyways, finally moving now on to the final sim. So this sim is Jero, or Jero, you know what, maybe I should have googled that first. But this sim is straight, and he uses he they pronouns. So this is the Tryhard sim. So I didn't really know what to do for this because I feel like Tryhard is such a broad term. I feel like you could do Tryhard for anything, you know. But I really like how he turned out in the end. He's actually really cute. I feel like his little face is so just he's so adorable. I feel like he's so, like the cutest one. He just has this little smile on his face. Oh my god, by the way, a lot of these sims actually I did give a little bit of a smile to, which I never do, but I've actually found that I don't mind it that much when it's only slight. So I think I'm actually going to start doing that a little bit more, because it makes them look more childish to me for some reason when they were smiling, because they were like happy to be, you know, like at school or something, which first of all BFF, that's not gonna last long. But yeah, anyways, so I kind of went for like a Tryhard in like school subjects and stuff, and I think he's really cool. Like they're like obviously a little bit more they were a little bit more challenging, just purely because the aesthetic, it's not like an actual aesthetic, it's more so just like a general sort of term. But yeah, I feel like they turned out really cute in the end. I was gonna give them glasses, but I figured it didn't. I really hate, like actually hate it so much, the stereotype of people wearing glasses that are smart. Like I hate the nerd with glasses stereotype. It's literally like my least favorite thing in the entire world. I'm sick of it. Yes, I am a nerd with glasses, but that doesn't count, okay? I want to make sims have glasses that aren't nerdy, that are popular, that are this, that are that, because that doesn't equivalent being nerdy. Like it doesn't make any sense. But anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching the video. Let me know what you think of these sims in the comments below. As I said, there'll be a full season in the description. Remember to like and subscribe if you want, and I'll see you guys in the video. I love you guys. Goodbye. It's so warm.